What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. Well, the biblical war is taking place now. This should go to tell you that things are being fulfilled. This should go to tell you, a lot of people, that the weather taking place, the earthquakes, the volcanoes, it was always the Creator. The Creator did it. These were His signs. These were His warnings. And now the biblical war is here. This should go to tell you that your faith, these so-called believers, was not that strong. And you call yourself a believer? Now, I'm not saying all of it is true and is correct, right? I'm not saying that Christianity is the way to go, right? I'm not saying that the Muslims are correct. I'm not saying that the Jews are correct. I'm not saying that Christianity is correct. Because it ain't just the Bible. This stuff is written on the walls of Egypt. Our ancient ancestors, the Hopi tribe, right? The Native Americans, the tribes in Africa. All this stuff is foretold. It ain't just Christianity. They just had it in their way of telling you that this was going to happen. These prophecies. And now they're being fulfilled. They say they're controlling the weather, right? They're beaming images and frequencies, right? It was the government. Oh, that's the government. Oh, look at these signs in the skies. Wow, that's the government, right? They're doing Project Bluebeam, right? There's orbs in the sky. They're controlling the weather. These were all signs from the Creator. And you chalked it up to man and technology. After all that you're witnessing, and now the biblical war is taking place, whether it's scripted or not, it was supposed to happen. It has to happen. The destroyer is here. There's a planet in the sky. How can you not see it? Then you don't have the eyes to see. Then you don't have the ears to hear. If you believe that it was man doing it, then your faith was not strong. So then if the Creator came down today and He started saying, boop, 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 right? You go to heaven, you go to heaven, you go to heaven, right? Whatever heaven is, right? Valhalla, whatever you want to call it. Why would He choose you then? You're going to be on your knees and you're going to be like, oh, Lord, right? I was a believer. I went to church. I read the book, right? He's going to say, but you didn't believe in me. You believed in man and technology after all my signs. And now I'm here, right? You didn't really believe me. You thought you believed. Yeah, you said you believed, right? You thought you were a believer. But you didn't really believe, right? You didn't believe my power, right? You didn't believe my signs, right? You're out of there then, right? You can't just at the last minute be like, oh, I always believed it was you, right? You're out of there. You're out of there. Your faith was not strong. You're a fake half-ass believer, right? Right? Of course you'd call yourself a believer, right? And yet people still can't see it. People still can't see it. You know what I mean? They still can't see it. They still don't believe it. They still can't believe it, right? It was always man and technology, right? Okay, well, they control the weather. Tell me why it's going to be in the hundreds in New York here pretty soon, the next couple of days. They control the heat and the cold too. They don't need trails for that. They don't need to beam frequencies to make it 100 degrees over there, right? That's because the planet is tilted. Can you not see that your moon is confounded? Can you not see the moon is not correct? Can you not see that the sunrise and sunset is incorrect? Can you not see that it gets darker later? The planet is tilted. That means your weather is going to change, right? If we tilt it on our side, the planet, if we tilt it on our side because of the magnetic pull of another rogue planet is pulling us on our side, right? That means the North Pole is now at the equator. That means, right? Let's say that America went to the North Pole and the North Pole went to the equator, right? So we're like this, and let's say we tilt it sideways. Then that's why the icebergs are going to melt. And your continent is going to turn into Antarctica, right? So in other words, at one time, Antarctica used to be America, right? There was growth there. There was people there. There was, right? What's buried underneath the ice? You know what I mean? There's people there. And you know why they don't want you to know what's up there and what's under the ice? It's because there's houses under that ice. There's probably somebody watching a flat screen TV that froze with their cell phone in their hand. That's what's there in Antarctica. That's what's underneath the ice, right? There's castles, there's houses, there's landmarks, right? These people froze along with the woolly mammoths, and they were watching a flat screen TV. They were watching YouTube with a phone in their hand, and they're frozen like this, right? Yeah, they were probably watching Netflix when it froze, right? They got tilted on their side. Your faith ain't that strong, and this should go to tell you that you were wrong.